Hello and welcome to the viewers of this video. This is the Orange Fan here, bringing you another entry for the episode recap and thoughts category. This video will be dedicated to the A segment of episode 1 of The Loud House, Left in the Dark. We begin this segment with a promo by a fellow by the name of Hunter Spector, voiced by Brian Stepanek, who also voices Mr. Loud in the show. Hunter Spector is promoting his show, ARG, which stands for the Academy of Really Good Ghost Hunters. No points for guessing what the show is a reference to. There's apparently going to be a new episode on the night that this segment takes place in, and it's supposed to be a very big one. After the promo ends, we do cut to Lincoln, who introduces us to some of the regular elements of the show. Him breaking the fourth wall to talk to the audience, a quick introduction to his best friend Clyde and Clyde's crush on Lori. That's why the two of them are actually going to watch the show at their own houses, but talk through walkie-talkies. And in the hopes of reaching the TV, because all the Loud siblings have a channel or a show they want to watch at the same time, Lincoln's plan to make sure that he can reach the TV on time gives us some introductions to each of the Loud sisters. Besides some of the aspects we saw of them in, say, Bathroom Break or the other shorts, we do get to see a few more aspects for some of the other ones, such as Lenny noting to have a fear of spiders, and Lori likes to talk to her boyfriend by the name of Bobby Santiago, although we don't get to hear his voice in this segment. By the end of it, Lincoln believes he's managed to distract all of his sisters. The one exception, though, is the goth poet, Lucy. But Lucy wants to see a vampire, either a show or a movie, or vampire-related entertainment, we'll say. But Lincoln then realizes that black and white are Lucy's favorite colors. She also mentions that spooky is her favorite color, too. So he says he'll use the old monochromatic TV that their dad has to watch his show. This persuades Lucy to want to watch her vampire program on that instead. But when Lincoln plugs the old TV in, it causes a blackout, and he does a title drop for the segment right before it happens. After all the siblings do gather up and try to figure out what's going on, they realize they gotta go into the basement to turn on the breaker light. We do also get a quick moment where Lisa shows off one of her experiments. This one is with an Oreo that's mixed with some jellyfish DNA. It causes Luann, who eats the Oreo, to turn into she's just bright. She's like a giant light bulb in the dark, I should say, or living flashlight or walking flashlight. And Lisa decides to call the cookie Glowios. So they're about to head into the basement, but Luann's glow effect wears off. And Lisa reveals that was just a prototype, so there's no other Glowios to eat. But this causes everyone to get scared, and they start to freak out. The twins in particular are terrified of a ghost. Lincoln's able to comfort them in a sweet moment, and he decides he'll be the one to investigate since he's a cadet ghost hunter. Unfortunately, though, Clyde comes to help, but that gets aborted because the sight of Lori makes him unable to go through with it. And Lincoln's accessory is just a toy, not an actual flashlight. Lucky for them, though, Luann's camera has night vision, so they're all able to go down, actually. And they decide they'd rather not stay alone upstairs in the dark. They'd rather better in everyone's company, as they'd say. But as they go downstairs, they believe they found a ghost. In actuality, though, it's just a big basket of laundry with Lincoln's walkie-talkie from when he first fell down earlier, it fell into it, so it seemed like a ghost that knew his name, but it was really Clyde trying to contact him. They do find the breaker light, and then Lincoln hopes he can rush up to see his show, but he ends up missing it, and the announcer does not help matters by saying that you must be really unlucky if you missed it. His sisters do cheer him up. Luann points out that he got to live an ARG episode just now with them. And Lincoln decides that sometimes being there with others is better than being there first. And then it ends with Lucy doing her usual startling everyone by popping out of nowhere routine, which we'll be seeing more of as we continue the show. So overall, I thought this was a good introduction for the show if you haven't seen any of the shorts. And that's why I suspect they sort of did another quick introduction for the sisters. Probably because if no one saw the shorts, this might be their first exposure to them. And I'd say it did well. I think it actually was more thorough compared to Bathroom Break, since we actually did get to hear all the sisters' names. And they did show us a little bit more details. Like I mentioned earlier, Lenny's fear of spiders, Lori having a boyfriend named Bobby also being examples of that. And it had a lot of sweet moments too, like Lincoln comforting the twins when they were understandably scared, as 6-year-olds are likely to be. And they all going down to help each other out. They all decided to go down into the basement together. Was nice. And yeah, they all ended up sharing the TV at the end. Was also a nice one. So yeah, I thought it was a nice introduction, and it kind of does show you just how it is in the Loud House on their best days. Now with that clear, we're going to be tackling, of course, the B segment tomorrow. And I did mention this before with the shorts, but we will be tackling the episodes in their production order. So not the order they aired on TV, since that was jumbled up. So that's what you can expect for quite some time now, with the more consistent schedule we'll be doing for the time being. Take care, and until next time.